Previously on Starting Over, 4 couples moved into the house for an unprecedented relationship boot camp.
This isn't about your honeymoon, your vacation, having a good time. This is about growing and healing and saving yourselves.
Troy, a Gulf War veteran, shared how infidelity and separation had created massive trust issues with his wife, Cheryl.
She left and moved in with another guy. She took my son.
Casey and her husband, Simon, explained how their lack of communication has put a strain on their marriage.
I don't even know where we fell off.
Own it. I don't know where I fell off.
I don't know where I fell off.
Lou and his wife, Jennifer, told everyone how the birth of their daughter changed everything.
It's so much harder than I had ever imagined, so I don't know that I'm the best between me and Louie for the job, but I don't trust him to do it.
And Jacqueline and Michael shared how they wanted to get married, but Jacqueline couldn't get past Michael's infidelity.
A year and a half ago, I caught him cheating on me.
In order to physically feel the pain each person's lack of respect caused their partners, the life coaches had them carry heavy backpacks.
Today, you're going to have an opportunity to see what your partner is carrying. So please put your sandbags in your backpack.
And Iyanla had the couples face each other to admit what they had done.
Ask him to forgive you.
I forgive you.
One house.
I need a second chance.
Women from all walks of life. Striving. Bonding. Reinventing themselves.
This house changed my life.
Starting over. Life has never been this real.
Ask him to forgive you. Forgive you.
Yes.
And I want you to make one commitment to him, one thing that you are going to do so that this man can stand up and love you the way you want to be loved.
And be the man that you want him to be, that he's trying to be.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to commit to, Cheryl?
I'm going to be on his side.
No. You're going to take his hands in his face and you're going to tell him, I'm on your side.
I'm on your side.
Yes.
You can kiss him. I saw you wanted to.
I was very surprised to see Cheryl open up and cry, because she's done that maybe 3 times in our marriage.
Does that feel better?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
Do you believe her?
Yes?
I'm going to hold you to that. Not because of what it does to him, because of what it does to you. It strips you of your ability to be a woman because you're so busy being the man. Y'all need help. The couples have had a chance to express verbally some of their challenges and difficulties, but I know there's a lot more they have to do before they can walk out of this boot camp. Move it! Move it! Onward! Marching soldiers!
Called The Weight of Disrespect. The bags that you have on your back represent the disrespect you've been giving your mate. What Iyanla and I have not told you yet is that you'll be carrying those bags until you lighten the load. So become familiar with your backpacks. You're going to wear them all the time. All right, tonight you have an activity to do. You will be having a barbecue together. You will be sharing and breaking bread together. And you will be playing a game called Secret Squealer. I'm gonna leave it right here. And whoever would like to take charge of the game may do so.
Hey, thanks. I think I got it.
He's leading! He's leading! All right. Yes! All right. What are y'all gonna actually grill?
We're gonna do a little bit of everything.
Okay, perfect.
grill.
Yeah, it is nice. I want one.
We all ready?
Sure.
Secret squealer. All right, guys, what is the worst gift you have ever given your gal?
Almost any gift I get her is not acceptable. That's how she considers all my gifts.
Yeah, but which ones do you know, or the ones that you know?
They're all good to me.
Yeah.
Okay then. Girls, would you tell your partner if you cheated?
Yes.
Yes?
I'd tell him before I cheated. If I knew I was headed down that road, I'd be done.
You would just,
I would do it
and you
before
wouldn't
I
end up
Yeah.
cheating. You would just end it, right?
All right, fellas. What will your wife say you have done to hurt her most since you've been together? Anybody jumping for this one? I'll take it. There's different things over our years together that are horrible, really. But I think the most profound was the fact that I broke her hand one time in a fight. I pushed her, I shoved her really hard, and it broke that little bone right on the outside. And that was some unbelievable. And you know, it's like I did that. That was, for me, that was a real low point. It takes you a long time to get forgiven for actually physically hurting somebody. I knew when I got here that if I held something back, I wouldn't benefit fully. So I have to put it all out there. And if you don't, what good are you?
What'd you bring to sleep in? Don't tell me they're all nighties.
No.
Right now, I'm not that comfortable, but I know it's something that we're doing for me and Jacqueline, and I'm ready to go through whatever it is. And it's not that scary because I know I have Jacqueline with me.
Why don't you put it over both shoulders?
I think it hurts me more that way. Maybe that way I have to commit to it. It's the end of my first day, and I'm very tired. I'm a little nervous about what's going to happen in the morning, but after feeling so much better from exercises just in one day, I'm looking forward to what tomorrow might hold.
Because what I see in your eyes and what I feel in your heart is terror. Do you live in a perpetual state of terror?
6 new women
Are you ready to support me?
share their powerful stories
I went way out of my comfort zone. I did something I would have never done, and I was okay.
coming in 16 days.
I start out the day and I'm not sure. I really don't know if I'll cry again.
I'm exhausted this morning. I just feel like I'm going through a lot emotionally right now. It's like doing a detox.
Good morning. How you living today?
Excellent.
All right, so we want to move forward in this day, and we want to begin by just really understanding who you are. I know you've been talking to each other. I always have a saying, tell your story, because your story will heal you, and your story will heal somebody else. So we want to begin by hearing Mr. Simon and Miss Casey's story today. So let me ask Mr. Simon and Miss Casey, how long have you been together, actually together?
8 years.
8 years, wow. We're gonna see some photographs and take a journey through those 8 years together. So Casey, talk to us about this.
That was during our wedding. In his culture, you get married in a red dress. So I had a red dress and a white dress, and it's called a lenga or sari. In his culture, and for him, he doesn't really like for too much to be showing. It's consider
much
just your body to be out.
Mr. Simon is Pakistani, a culture that is, shall we say, very male-oriented. He's also a Christian. Now, I suspect that Mr. Simon's values are stuck someplace between his culture and religion. So, Simon, how do you come up with what is appropriate or inappropriate for Casey's dress?
Okay, first, it's not a cultural thing that's why I think she should dress a certain way. Her body that's mine. I married her. She don't need to show the rest of the world her breasts or whatever else, because that's only for me to see.
And that's not cultural?
No.
Where'd you learn that? Between kindergarten and high school, where'd you learn that? Her body is mine. Where'd you learn that?
Well, that's why we got married, so we could share that privately.
Interesting. Very interesting. So what time of your relationship was this? What was going on in your relationship when you took this picture?
I was really very submissive to him, whatever he wanted.
Were you married?
Yes.
How long had you been married?
I totally disagree.
Oh, well, let's hear that.
Submissive?
How are you defining submissive, Simon?
Do whatever I say.
Oh, that's submissive. Casey, how are you defining submissive?
Do whatever he said. I cooked for you. I wore what you wanted me to
Because
wear.
you did it. You wanted to do it.
But because I knew
it was a request. It wasn't like, do it. You got to do that.
It doesn't have to be. Your actions show me when you're mad, and I don't want you mad. Because you will be mad and won't talk for 2 days. And
you show the same action back.
Tit for tat.
Oh, take a breath. Take a breath.
It makes me feel bad the way that he does deliver things. And I'm hoping that's one of the things that we can change, and he can see that sometimes. What he says, this seemed to me a little harsh.
What was going on good in the marriage at that time? When you looked at her, Simon, what did you think?
There was nothing that I wouldn't do for her, but I still feel like that, but it was just stronger back then.
Okay, and Casey, when you looked at him, what did you think?
He was my protector. I really felt safe with him.
Okay, good. And that is?
That's our daughter.
Okay, Amira.
Yeah.
What's the matter, Simon?
He probably just misses her. I don't.
Just breathe through it. Just breathe through it. Can you talk to me about Amira, Simon?
Give me a minute.
Okay. Well, now we know what opens your heart. So what happens when you saw that picture, Simon?
Lately, she's been acting very...
Breathe through it. Just breathe through it. Let it come out. Please don't stuff it down. Breathe through it.
She's been real distant towards me, and I couldn't figure out why. And then I understood, and I became aware that she was taking on her actions, how she acts towards me.
How about how you act towards her, Simon?
She sees our relationship and our lack of our relationship.
And she's mirroring that back to you. What a blessing. What a blessing. That she is how old?
4.
4. And at 4 years old, you have an opportunity to shift, change, correct, so that she doesn't recreate your relationship in her life. What a blessing, Simon. Could have happened when she was 16.
When I saw them show their daughter, it brings a lot of reality to it. It's almost a chilling feeling that somebody they love so much is part of their feelings.
So, Simon, I'm going to offer you an opportunity to be healed right now, right in this moment. It'll be just like that, okay? Would you want her to marry a man that treats her the way you treat Casey?
No.
Okay, there's your healing. Get it together. So tell me about this picture. This is very interesting. Tell me about this.
This was at our church, and all I remember about that day is I was upset with Casey.
So that says to me that you hold on to grudges. Would that be accurate?
Yes.
Does he hold on to them for a long time? What's your experience?
That's why one of the reasons why we have so much distance, because he's always mad at me.
So you live in a state of terror, don't you?
But she
Look at me.
doesn't
Look
have.
at me. Do you live in a state of terror?
I don't want to make him mad.
It's okay to have your feelings. He doesn't have to agree. It's okay to have your feelings. Because what I see in your eyes and what I feel in your heart is terror. So, Miss Casey, would it be accurate if I were to ask you, do you live in a perpetual state of terror?
Yes.
Yeah. And it's okay. Give yourself permission to have that feeling. It's okay. He doesn't have to agree. Can you talk to me about what the terror is about?
Upsetting him.
Because if you upset him,
He doesn't deal with me.
and if he doesn't deal with you,
We grow apart.
and if you grow apart,
There's no relationship.
and if there's no relationship,
There's no marriage.
and
There's
if there's no
nothing.
marriage, there's nothing. And if there's nothing, yeah, you're right back where you started, right? You're 6 again, right?
The foster home.
Yeah. Just breathe. Casey grew up in the system of foster care, which means that she was abandoned by her natural parents. And I believe the fear of abandonment has been running Casey's life. So always in the starting over house, we believe that you have to be working towards something, moving in a direction so that you can do something. And what we do is we offer you a goal to work towards. So we want to take a look at the goal that we think will be most supportive for you, Casey and Simon. And that goal is what? Finding the middle ground. The place where the two of you can meet each other. So how does that sound for the two of you?
Sounds good.
Sounds good?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
So this afternoon, there are 2 phones. One is for the women, and the other is for the men. The women are going to be doing an activity together, and the men are going to be doing an activity together. In a healthy relationship, you have to know who you are and what you want first before you can be a healthy partner to somebody else. So today, I want the couples to spend time apart so they can learn self-respect and maybe even discover who they really are. So this is an opportunity to test your knowledge of respect as you move through these activities together.
And remember, the first step towards learning how to respect someone else is learning how to respect yourself.
Have fun.
Be a great day, folks.
Excellent, thank you.
You guys want to play pool?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Let's go play pool.
The guys and myself all head out to go and play a little pool at a pool hall. It's a good male bonding experience, and you know, the competitive nature of men comes out a little bit.
I think we should let Simon hit first since he
Go ahead, Simon.
he cracked so hard today for Amira.
The girls and I decide to go to a spa and get manicures and pedicures and respect ourselves. What you're wearing right now, would he approve of that?
I'm here, so I'm gonna get away with a little bit.
Yeah.
He doesn't think it's a cultural thing, but I know it is. It was crazy in the beginning of our relationship. It was really hard with the different nationalities because a lot of parents they don't really like the person you're with at some certain time in your life.
The man that I was married to for the short period of time, my parents did not like at all. But they might make me leave and keep Louie if we ever.
Come on, Daddy. Hey, ball. Come on now. It's all you. No scraps.
I think Troy's just petrified. I asked him if he was having fun, and he's like, no.
Yeah, Troy said he was not having fun.
I'm liking this now.
How are you?
Yeah, I am.
Settle down. Settle down, Hot Rod. Oh.
I mean, he never gets really angry, though. Mike never does, but I can't even talk to another guy because he's like, well, you know what his intentions are.
Yeah.
But, you know, his friends are, you know, some of them are, like, players, and I don't think that he's a player just because his friends are players, you know what I mean?
I know Simon's not a player.
Yeah.
He will never be. He's so quiet anyway. He don't really like to even be around people.
Good shot, baby. That's right. Good run. Good run. Good run. Good run. Oh. No good. The shot was no good.
We can call the girls and find out when they're heading back.
Yeah.
Somebody call them up. Well done. Thank you.
How you living, people?
Hello.
So today we're going to find out about another couple in the Starting Over house. So we are going to find out about Troy and Cheryl. How you feeling about being up on the hot seat?
Nervous.
Nervous?
Oh, yeah.
Nervous about what?
I think just, I know I'm going to see my son, and that's...
At home, Troy has to maintain a facade of being the tough guy. So he has bottled up his emotions, and now those emotions are coming to the surface.
When he gets stuck, fellas, breathe with him so he can move through it. Well, what I find, Cheryl, can I ask you a question? Miss Cheryl, where do you go when he goes into pain?
I guess I go into the...
In your head again?
Yeah.
Trying to figure it out? And what does this make you feel when you look at him?
I'm embarrassed to even say it.
She moved in with somebody.
You moved in with somebody else that you met in a chat room?
Did you want to leave in the first place, or did you just want to get his attention?
And what does this make you feel when you look at him?
What? Look at us.
It's not good. I feel kind of angry.
You feel angry. Perfect. Okay, so you feel angry about?
That he's withheld this from me too.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't know he had so much pain.
Has it been safe in your home for him to actually express his feelings? His pain, his sadness?
I guess not.
Well, you don't have to guess. You cut him off, you belittle him, you demean it. So that's why you haven't seen this.
I'm in trouble. You know, I'm being exposed. The things that I wouldn't want anyone to ever know, they're right there in front of everybody. All my ugliness is out there.
Now, we're going to do exactly what we did this morning. We're going to look at a series of photos. Okay. All right, let's find... Oh, well. Cheryl, tell us.
That's my Air Force picture.
And is this where you met Troy? And so how old were you, or how long have you been together with Troy?
15 years.
You've been together 15 years.
Good gracious.
Okay, Troy, so tell us a little bit about your Air Force experience.
At about the 3-year mark, I got sent to Desert Storm, and then we got married, a month before that? And then, off for a year.
How did you feel about your marriage when you were over at Desert Storm?
I think anytime you're away, if you see any jealousies, that's when you're going to see it.
And did you see it?
Yes.
And how did that show up?
There was some awful things that happened over there, and I was very jealous.
Such as?
I found out things like there were girls who were in the military over there who were getting paid for things.
And?
Wait a minute, hold up.
There were rumors.
There were girls in the military. You knew that because you were a
Yes,
girl in the
that
military.
were actually
Who were
getting paid to have
for.
sex with the husbands.
Okay.
Okay. And
Who was paying the girls?
The husbands.
Did your husband pay a girl to have sex with him?
I don't think so.
Well, then, so why were you in
Well,
that?
this was the suspicion part of it.
Okay, so basically what you're telling me is that you did not trust your husband and that somebody could easily shift your mind about him.
Encroach into your relationship.
Just a hint. True. So Cheryl, are you just a bomb waiting to explode?
Maybe.
Are you just somebody who wants everything a certain way? And if you suspect he's getting out of line, you're not going to trust him. Instead, you're going to make sure you find out that he's not out of line? Mm-hmm. All right, so now we're finding out that guilty before innocent Cheryl. Now, he comes home from Desert Storm. Was there challenges right away? Mm-hmm. Troy?
There was for me. I think anytime you come from a traumatic place, there's a lot of change when you come back. I broke down one night because I just couldn't deal with real life again.
How did you help yourself? Did you do anything? Or just store those feelings up?
I think I stored them.
Yeah.
And maybe they're coming out now.
First time it's been saved. Oh, good.
Whose self-portrait is this?
That's mine.
Troy's.
Troy's self-portrait.
So, Troy, tell us about your self-portrait. Tell us about your son.
It's our family. My son, he's the center. He's the center of our lives.
Poosh, that's a lot of responsibility for a little boy.
Who comes first, your wife or your son, Troy? Truth.
My son.
Cheryl, who comes first, Troy or your son?
My son.
So you're putting your child first before each other.
And putting him in the middle. That is too much responsibility for a child. Too much.
Okay, so tell us about this, Cheryl.
Troy since we first got a computer, he spent a lot of time on the computer. And we were on one of our computers and we discovered a chat room once and we both
Together?
And we both thought it was fun. And then I guess I found some safe little room to chat in and he went to a Married But Flirting chat room and started chatting with a girl who they started. And so
they started
flirting, I guess, would be the best way to put it.
Did you ever meet these people?
No.
Okay, so there's no physical contact. Did you ever call them on the phone?
I would say, well, we'll just back up. She did meet one after we separated. Because we did separate. She moved in.
Hello?
Who moved in?
She moved in with somebody.
You moved in with somebody else that you met in a chat room?
Mm-hmm.
Cheryl and I have separated 3 times in our marriage. The first one was Desert Storm. The second time in Korea. Well, the third separation was because of the way we handled the second separation. We never resolved anything.
What was the moment when you said, I'm out of here?
I felt like he had this relationship online with this girl and that he was going to be okay without me. And I felt like he was going to leave me anyway. So I was going to leave him first.
And then you moved in with somebody.
Yeah.
Who? The online guy?
There was just a guy online and it wasn't anything I was drawn to. I really did it out of necessity because I didn't have anywhere to go.
And where's your son in this time?
Stayed with him at first. No, he stayed with me.
He went with you?
We took turns.
Okay, so you took your son to this other man's house.
I just felt lost. I didn't know where to go. I felt all alone.
Can I ask a question? Did you want to leave in the first place or did you just want to get his attention?
I wanted out because I was unhappy. And I thought he was the one making me unhappy.
And what have you realized since?
It's not him at all, it's me.
So let's move into the goal. Mending a war-torn marriage. How does that feel?
Right on.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be your primary coach. Yana will be your support coach, so you and I will be spending a lot of time together. And it will start tonight. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready, Cheryl? All right.
Mr. Simon and Miss Casey. I would request that you both put on your bathing suits and be ready. I will pick you up very shortly.
Have a good night.
So I want you to get in the water. And that means that there will be parts of you that touch. It's really okay. Now what would happen, Simon, if you just kind of opened your legs and put them around Miss Casey? And what would happen, Miss Casey, if you just kind of hooked your legs around Mr. Simon?
Oh, okay.
This is an opportunity in a healing vessel of water for you, Miss Casey, and you, Mr. Simon, to speak some truth to one another so that we can get back to a place of respect. So, Miss Casey, what is it, a truth that you really want Mr. Simon to know that maybe you haven't been respectful enough to say to him thus far? Don't think about it. Just take a breath and speak your heart.
Because of my past experiences, it is difficult for me to be intimate with you, Simon.
So, Miss Casey, what is it that you really want Mr. Simon to know?
I feel that you are not compassionate when I can't meet your sexual needs.
Tell him what it feels like, Miss Casey.
It hurts when you badger me for intimacy.
Yeah, just let it come out.
This area is kind of touchy for me because my childhood was very rough. Anything that you could have think of happened to me while I was in those foster homes. And I want to fulfill your needs. I do. I'm sorry.
What are you sorry about, Miss Casey?
I'm sorry that I'm not able to be as intimate as you are.
I don't understand why you withhold intimacy and sexuality from me. And I feel you punish me by withholding it.
Excellent. Excellent. Take a breath. Is there more you'd like to share about that, Mr. Simon?
No.
Miss Casey, think of an experience where you've actually consciously been dishonest, and I want you to come clean.
I've always, for years, I'm always like, I would give anything for, you know, some mediator, some smart person to be here right now while we're fighting. She thinks it's because I want to prove that she's wrong, but it's more, I've always just felt like I come up short, you know, whenever it gets down to the nitty gritty. Suddenly I can't explain it. I can't, you know what I mean? We reach this wall that we can't get over by ourselves.
Jennifer and I both completely listen with our defenses completely up. We listen for agreement, and neither one of us ever gives it to each other. So this is how she and I cancel each other out.
Yeah, like, I don't know, like, I want, like, the way they were being with Cheryl, and I want them to be kind of that way with Jacqueline, because she puts up so much of a guard, and, like,
she's not cracked yet, man.
Yeah. We'll see.
So we're talking about respect today, and we're talking about mending a war-torn marriage. So one of the keys for respect is something called boundaries. You don't respect each other. Therefore, you probably don't even have any that you could name right now, And a way to learn respect for yourself and for another person is to have the courage to put boundaries in place. Are you willing to put boundaries in place? Do you want to gain respect?
Yes.
Yes? Yes. So I say we go back to the sand. I think a lot of damage was done when your husband went to war. Okay? Who'd like to go first? Okay. Excellent. So, how do you feel when your wife doesn't believe you?
Zero respect.
You feel zero respect. So what would you like to request from your wife?
That you start believing me.
Okay. What could you do?
Provide a safe environment where he can tell me what he needs to tell me without reacting to it.
Okay.
With my fears.
Okay, great. So how are you going to create the safe environment?
Validate him.
Validate him. Excellent. Troy, you may get out of the sandbox and allow your wife Cheryl to get in. How does it feel when your husband goes into the cyber chat rooms?
Betrayal.
Betrayal. So what boundary would you like him to start putting in place that you'd like to just start having that firm line about?
No more chatting.
No more chatting. You could ask him if he'd agree to that.
Would you agree to that?
Yes.
What else does Troy do to you that makes you feel rejected? You feel rejected when he what?
To learn how you could be the next starting over housemate, call our casting hotline at 1-888-633-8149 or visit startingovertv.com.
You feel rejected when he what?
Well, he won't compromise on when we have sex.
It's one way or the highway?
He wants it in the morning and that's it.
Do you think it's fair to your wife to tell her in the morning or no way?
No.
All right, Cheryl, you may stand out. So I want to point out, when you have boundaries in place, when you have agreements, how will that make you feel about your marriage?
I feel really proud.
Proud. And how will it make you feel about each other?
More in love.
More in love. Okay, you two. Excellent work. Excellent work.
Casey has acknowledged that she feels terrified about telling Simon the truth of her emotions. It's time to face that head on. Let's go for it all the way. Tell him what you've lied to him about. Let's clear the deck here. Let's level the playing field.
I've been dishonest sometimes when I go out with my friends. I change my outfits sometimes. After I leave the house, I may lie to you about what I ate because I know you don't like the junk food. I may lie about something on TV, a movie that I might have watched you didn't think was appropriate.
Amira's mind is fragile right now. It's being molded. What she learns now, she's gonna carry the rest of her life. And the movies that you let her watch, that you're watching, I don't agree with them. She's getting taught bad eating habits like you.
Miss Casey, as her mom, what is it that you'd like her dad to know?
That I have a voice and that I can make decisions for my daughter and not get punished for it. She loves you. She does. And she needs you. And you don't spend enough time with her.
She chooses not to be around me, and I've accepted that. That's why my heart has been hardened more and more towards her. She's modeling your behavior towards me.
Is there anything else that you need to say to clear the deck? No? Good. So, I want to bring something to your awareness. You can get up Sit up there for me. Now, all of that energy, all of that stuff that you just talked about, it's down in that water. It's in the tub. I want you to pull the plug on it. I want you to pull the plug on it. I want all of that stuff to go away and never let it come back again. All of the lies, the withholding, the isolation, I'm gonna pull the plug. Yes. So all of that is gonna drain out. You don't use it against him, he doesn't use it against you.
I hit a low today, and I'm glad that I didn't stay there. I was fed a little ounce of hope, so I'm going to bed and I'll be feeling not at my lowest. I'm on my way up. I'm building up.
Oh, tomorrow's your breakdown session.
You looking forward to that, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to critique you.
I'm not sure if those were real tears. I think you're gonna need to do it again. As soon as they show my baby, man, that'll get me.
I am looking forward to tomorrow. I think that Michael and I might get a chance to tell our story, but I'm afraid of all the things that could come out once I do open up. I'm scared of letting Mike down. I'm scared that maybe I'll keep it inside, and I know it needs to come out, and I really hope that I'm gonna be open enough to do that.